Now, it's that time of the day, that time of the week where we talk about football, the show that has been meant for you as a viewer. Hello and welcome once again for your edition of Libhola Eswatini, the first edition for the month of March. A lot to talk about, including the earlier launched KFC Eswatini, over 800,000 Malangeni, one would say 900,000 Malangeni to be exact, sponsorship from KFC Eswatini to the Skara Tindwa Foundation. We'll talk about that. How does that match has an influence on the development grassroots programs in terms of what we want to see in our local football? We shift our attention and talk about the under-20 trials that we saw that there were announcements made last week Friday by the Football Association calling for everyone who wants to make tries for the national team. What is the outcome? We are from the under-20 head coach, just to give us an idea. What are they trying to achieve? Is it working? Have we ever heard it before that for you to get an under-20 team, you have to make an announcement? Otherwise, from there, you'll have a say as a viewer. We will open a line. What do you think about the idea of Football Association calling under-20s to come for tries? They can come from anywhere in different parts of the country. Day 19, MTN Premier League, it was taking center stage. Like I said, since we started the year 2024, the person who starts the weekend as number one on top of the log, most of the time is not the one who ends up the week. So there is changes again in terms of how the log is standing. And at the bottom of the table, once again, changes. Overall, 15 goals were scored over the weekend. But to tell you that, I won't be alone, because the man who has the full focus and the full analysis is our in-house Linda Dlamini. 10 years of experience doing this, telling you about football in the country. Nguvusele Nkosi.
Yabonga Fabrice, ngitithoba lokukhuluma uvuselena umbukelo weSwatini TV iloyal viewer. Ngumsombuluko Fabrice ukhuluma tindzaba telibhola, sikhuluma tindzaba te grassroots, sikhuluma tindzaba ta ku senior, lesikhuluma ukuthi seba compete at the highest level. Ngicabanga ukuthi tonke letinvo lethu sithi unpack la kulelu hlelo lolu, sitshela umbukeli njoba kunjalo, silethele umbukeli njoba kunjalo. Dineng Fabrice, dineng sokuthi mhlambe kulesinye isikhathi ngiyathi ukuthi ukhona nembukeli lokwe wa invite kulinye tindzawo asikhona mhlambe kufinyelela tonke tindzawo, but ekugcineni kwako konke siyogcina sifikile.
Sitahamba kahle Nkosi ngoba sitakhuluma nge-sponsorship yaka development 900,000 close to 1 million. Nesuka lapho siye kuma under 20 bese sikhumisa ibhola.
Sihamba
ngetepisi ngoba kuyamangalisana ukuthi singakhuluma ukuthi KFC sponsoring ma under 17 girls, 15 boys and 13. But nesifika kuma under 20 sesithe badlala. Sesibabita ukuthi siyabameta ukuthi betele ma trials. But we get there, master. Let's talk about the sponsorship. KFC to Skara Tindwa Foundation. The partnership, master, it's been there for quite some time. It's growing day by day. We're talking about an increase of over 77,000. Last year, we were 823. This year, 900,000. Are we seeing products? Are we seeing the positiveness of such partnership, master? Kusukela abakhona.
Fabrice uteka yona lamhla akuthulwe ngalokusemthethweni sona sponsorship sayo iSkara Tindwa Soccer Foundation. Lesathi kahle ukuthi umsunguli waso wayo le foundation nguye Absalom Skara Tindwa, lwadlalela licembu le layo eli Kaizer Chiefs eNingizimu Afrika nebulembe la Eswatini Aces back in the days. So kudlala kwakhe ku inspiration incumbi eMaswati, kukhuthaza incumbi eMaswati ukuthi ke yena lenzima la idlalile noma lolugalelo lalidlalile asadlala yona ibhola, so ufuna ke nyalo ku producer labanye boSkara Tindwa, wathi ke okay ngono sisukumise iSkara Tindwa Foundation litawugcila kakhulu noma litawunaka kakhulu badlali umfana nomvombatana ema under 17, babuye banake umfana umfana under 15 na under 13. Bahamba ke bapartnerisha na KFC, so namhlanje kuvusetelwa leso sivumelano leso labanaso for over 10 years, so lo bahamba kanye kanye. Last year siyakhumbula ukuthi sponsorship besithi 825, lokusho ukuthi this year sikhule nga 75,000 emalangeni. Sakhe yena KFC na Skara Tindwa lungu Absalom lomelele yona Skara Tindwa Foundation. Ngicabanga ukuthi Fabrice nasibuka last year even nakule minyaka lendlulile sibona lendlela le foundation lebambe ngayo lemidlalo latikolweni siphindze sibone futhi naletimvo labanika tona letikolo because late last year nje sibonile sebahlomelisa labo labende kahle babanika emakhokho ekudlala babanika emajezi ekudlala emabhola nato tonke nje tintfo tekujima mina ke Fabrice ngihleli lapha khashana ngithi ngikatsile ukuthi mhlambe mid this year noma nasechubeka le tournament simbute esikara ukuthi bayatlandzelela letikolo ukuthi nayi equipment ye-trainer laba banike yona bayisebenzisa isekhona yini futhi because kuletinye indzawo khanze ukuthi bothishela baphindze babe nemacembu tathatha le ndvu ahamba ayonika bamva bakhe
noma umvakashela ukuthi khanze endlini yakhe
tisendlini yakhe kanzi le tintfo tesikolo tintfo tebamvana besikolo lekumele ukuthi basebenzise bathuthuke ibhola eSwatini ithuthuke
ukahle ke ngosi ngoba nawe analyst stroke coach ngoba vele unalo lwathi kancane khona ngingafundza recently for in terms of expertise ma ngiyengitsanze master ukuthi asisibalele ukuchala in terms of the speeches on the day Minister for Sports Honorable Bonganinzema was present, the main speaker of the event, Nigel England, the CEO of KFC, and himself the founder umsunguli wayo iSkaratinda Foundation khona ngivakutsinza thinza bathe ukuthi ngimvisa buhlungu ukuthi sihlangwa sikone kudlala kahle, but he feels like development is the starting point. Must I want us to listen to them. When we come back, then we'll touch on also the aspect ukuthi kusukela yabakhona le foundation, are we starting to see maybe some of the players coming up? Siyababona bo build it nabo bogwakhe mthetho bayachamuka all these players. Are we seeing the results after the speeches?
It is truly remarkable to see such a huge, thought out investment going into the grassroots development. Indeed, for all your focus on the end product, we are all aware that there can be no high performance sports without adequate investment in the grassroots development. By creating a platform for both boys and girls to play in the structured tournament, this investment by KFC Eswatini speaks to the very heart of our sporting needs as a country. I have been pleased to note that the sponsorship package will cover a comprehensive range of needs, including football-related equipment, trophies, prize money for all the competing age groups.
I think KFC appreciates the link between sport and the development of children. And I think we see that with all of our own children. It brings discipline to their lives, it brings structure, it brings cooperation and team building. And these are all skills that they can take forward in life. And it's a funny thing, you give children a lot of sport, you take up all their free time. They don't have any time to look at their phones, go to the mall. They're too disciplined in training and being involved in their sport. And yet
it pains me. And I'm not going to get into the politics of what's going on. But I know more soccer, scatter seats, and we want to engage. As I said, the ministry and the Ministry of Education. Let's see how we can expand even the period of play. We know the children have to write exams, but we still believe that they can write the exams and still play soccer. Because soccer, okay, 10 minutes or 90 minutes, I think that it doesn't stop you from doing what? Doing your education work. So that's where we're coming from. What am I saying? I'm saying, Sisi, now we say I appreciate available to Minister. We thank you.
Now, that is the speakers that attended the event. Now, Gavagara Master, the minister, of course, has to talk about, the main initiative of the ministry. Grassroots is the key. Nigel, they are the sponsor. Giving back to the community is the message. Now, move Utsi Niskara Master. Utsi, it pains him, but there is something they can do.
Ukhuluma kakhulu i-performance yayo likhathalo lesive esihlangu semnikade ukuthi le ndlela lesingadlali kahle ngayo kuyamkhathatha incumbi ema legends vele kuyawakhathatha Skara for me i legend ngiyathi ukuthi kunema legends la but angifuni ukungena kakhulu
Kunenkulumo
lapho.
yama-legends,
Yeah,
yeah.
but ke Fabrice I think ukhuluma indzaba lemcoka kakhulu, indzaba yemidlalo lekumele ukuthi umdlali ayidlale kude atofika ku level letsite. I think ukhulumile nje ngama under 20 saya kuyo, ngicabanga ukuthi nalapho sitayitsinza because umdlalo kuza developeke kudzinga adlale certain games atofika ke lapho nangabe ana 17 nangabe ana 20 then ku senior letigaba leto kumele ukuthi angadidoji lemidlalo angayidoji because nasafika le senior team asadlala lama games lokungenani la 38 ifika uthola ukuthi khona la kukhameka khona la sakhameka khona kancane. I think if singakhona ukuthi sihambe kahle ngalendlela ngale stepis letifanele singayithola imphumela lemihle eSwatini likhona produce abadlali the best lesike sababona for the past 15-20 years.
For us to emphasize the topic, Master, talking about the issue of graduating regularly. Siyabona kulamanye mave from under 13 actually 15-17. We want to talk about it, but for us to support our statements, Master, let's talk about the issue of the under 20s. There was an initiative over the weekend by the Football Association calling for trials. But let's hear the coach first, because I have a lot of question marks, Master. We had the under 20 Kosafa, then what's the story? Let's hear the coach first, then from the coach's comments, we'll be able to argue why was the trials called.
Okay, no siyabonga kunikwa leli thuba nalo ukuthi mhlawumbe nje sithola ithuba lethi sikhanyise because a lot has been said about the issue. Kuselect under 20 ngicabanga ukuthi it is a process le level elikhulu, but we want to try and give everyone a chance yokuthi as long as akhona kudlala ashokwe ukuthi there is something that he can provide the national team akalithole leli thuba lelo. Lana kunebadlali I would say labadlala ka Super League, labadlala ka promotion, labadlala nakuma juniors kule letigotsini. So status asibanike a chance so that bedela. This is the first process. Second process la sekuba ukuthi ke sesidlana ma big teams whereby sesiyahamba manje ku Northern Hoho will play 2 games because udivideke kabili. There is Northern and Southern. So we'll play a Northern, we'll play a Southern. But asakhela lama big teams alama under 20. Same naseshiselweni, we will do the same thing. Same naselibonjeni nakamanzini. So that stowat lo ukuthi vele cishe sihambe lonke le live nasakha le team. Le team labadlali lesitawubakhetha la. Just sketchana lesitawuhamba naso. Ngoba phela so uyati ukuthi la ushoda kuna position 9. I-advantage ngilokuthi sesiyathi nakule tournament lesiyodlala noma lesilungiselela yona ukuthi vele lo mdlalo ukuliphi lizinga noma ke ukusiphi isigaba utsinga umdlalo lonjani longanani ukuze awutokhona, because you might be under 20 but ukhanza ukuthi mhlawumbe ngesithombo vele umfisha kakhulu kuyendeka lokho. So naloko kuningi lokulesikusebenzisako lokubuka ukuthi cha lo mdlalo lo angalunga. It doesn't necessarily mean ukuthi ibhola kayati umuntu nangabe angakakhethwa kuma under 20, but kuba ukuthi bo coach unale le magnitude le kudlalelwa kiyo noma ke lelizinga ledlala kiyo le tournament. The last time nas hosta wonke umuntu wabona lokho vele udzinga umdlali lonjani. We learned from that tournament. Imajority yalamave etane ma Premier League players le ukhanza ukuthi nesite the Premier League players. You would recall lenye team yethu yalanza umdlalo ayodlala iChampions League imlanza kuma under 20. So it tells you lo ukuthi sisemvanyana vele nasikhetha kufuna sikhethe ngeliso lelingathi likhaliphile.
Now, Mtutu Sinqumalo, the under-20 head coach, or at some point was also the head coach of Stebe Samhlekas. Master Nyamuva Sinqumalo ayichaza lenzaba. At some point singabalekele ukuthi we want to scrutinize the issue. Sifuna ukubuka mbambamba ukuthi is it the right thing to do? Because Master, if he's saying that from the under-20 there are things that you have learned, then the question mark is that can you show us the same under-20 how many have graduated to the under-23? And then if there is a call like this of saying come in your numbers, come and join the under-20s, then we are questioning issues of build it competitions, under 20, under 17 and 15 from Skaratinda Foundation. We've got School Sports Association, they have got competition. Then there are question mark, Master. The listener at home, the viewer at home, you have been also given a chance for you to call, especially on this topic. Umsebenzi wami ukuthi nangifike kule couch lena nawe ulithola ithuba ukuthi usivusele usitshele ukuthi ucabanga ngale ndzaba. The number will be shortly on your screen. What do you think about these trials that were called by the Football Association? Master, through your expertise, kwake kwendeka yini nakangwani noma kuyacala kwendeka?
Okay Fabrice, ngifuna kusho na info naye. Akusilo licala kuhluka ekwenteni indvu.
Yes.
Kodwa yende lendvu uyende ngendlela lengiyo. Ngishiso yini lokho Fabrice. Ema trials ungawabita but i-national team angiboni ukuthi kufanele. Kungenteka kanjani ke Fabrice ukuthi uthole labadlali kuma under 20? If utawubita lama trials wena umdlali angeke sikubalekele Fabrice ukuthi emalanga emidlali awafani. Ngente kungimbite la kuma trials. Ucabanga wena ukuthi uyibonile le envelope loyibonako. Ku8 players. Uthola ukuthi le envelope loyibonako akusiyo. Kanzi Fabrice nangabe kunabo coach laba responsible for the under 20 ngabekisa bang 4 or 5. Labo coach labo every week lo mdlalo lo coach loyo uyahamba uyobukela iB division, A division, Super League. Uyakamsukunduza uyaka Hoho uyeshiselweni uyakuphi kuphi ka Bogeke bomaseyisini uye bomanzini. Labo coach labo balanzelela labadlali because ema games joba uyangikhumbula ngithi awafani. Akhona ama games lo tambukela ku phinza ubuye futhi kathathu noma ka4 umbone ukuthi uyathi lo mdlalo lona ngiyamfuna. Okay ke noma ungakakwendi ke lokho Fabrice, i-Football Association I think info lengayenta the regional tournaments ema under 20 angasita because anti sithi lo mdlali kuze afika le national team kudzinga adlale certain amount of games.
Yes.
If kunalama games letikodzini baka hoho nje kube nema teams ema under 20 southern na northern kube na 10 ngiyabekisa 10 uyathi ukuthi ka ho 20 uma teams ema under 20 ayadlala every week.
And you've got coaches labo monitor.
Kunabo coach laba monitor kulapho ngenhlanhla ke kulama regional associations kunabo TD bakhona. Ka ho ukhona TD utawuletha le report ku development officer lo tawumikisa le report ku technical director kuthi la esifundzeni saka ho le teams la khona la nabadlali insite nini niyabafuna because sinebadlali sibafisa ukuthi nayinhlobo naye emidlalo seyifuna nayinhlobo naye emidlalo bakhona ka ho bakhona ishiselweni naba. I think lokubita ama trials ngicaba ukuthi anguboni kulicebo lelihle mine ngaleti izathu lesengitibalile nekuthi ke utawabita lama trials esibasetokuye egodzini but utawabita lama trials futhi nale notice ibe sikhathi lesincane kakhulu. Yes,
abasuke emakhaya
batawufika nini la because now sibite ama trials wena kalubamba nangiyalo le kaCumtaba nangiyalo le phase horo ufika njani lapha. I think Football Association akaye kubantu hayi kuthi labamvu because sikhuluma ngama juniors la asuke le etela umntala tikhandle ngemali yakhe.
Ngifisa ukuthi Master sithinzana amanye ama points lama pros and cons of such initiatives sibuke nalo ukuthi what was really the objective but move coach akhala ngalo ukuthi kude badlale ka Premier League. Namuhla I think Tinzabeni on social media bekutrenda na umfana bathi Joseph Kibro una 19-year-old. So sithi nangaba thithe kude badlale ka Premier League kanti bakhona who scored even in a game like yesterday.
Mina ngihlale ngithi Fabrice mhlambe kokujubala lwimi ngihlale ngithi Football Association ngubabe wa Premier League kude Football Association atoyi achieve le mandate la ifunako bita hlala phasi nemvanako Premier League mine nging Football Association ngifise kubona likusasa la live ebholeni liba ngilelihle. Siyadzinga ukuthi kulama teams enu lokungenani ku starting 11 ababe khona abadlali ababili kushaya lo mthetho ababe khona abadlali ababili laba under 20 labatodlala ku senior team yenu kusho babo wakho ekhaya ng Football Association ukhuluma na Premier League ebese ke Fabrice so uthi kune league ema under 19 lekudzinga ukuthi mina yes ngiva ngathi leyo league leyo kumele ukuthi Football Association ayi-own fully ngisho njani ngithi ayi-own fully yes mhlambe le mali at the moment ichapha Football Association but vele even ngalendlela lokudlaliswa ngayo kudzinga ukuthi kube ngi-Football Association lo responsible for lo.
Master, remember, we've opened the line. We want the viewers at home to join the conversation. This is where the issue starts. We want the future of the Sihlangu Semningati to be better. This is where we discuss the topic. Master, ngiyakuva sisamele ukuthi khona lo tasijoin elayinini. Master, maybe to talk about the proceedings of the day. Tinombolo tabanjani. Yes, we've talked about the issues, but beta in Nabamvana. Did they attend in numbers and the proceedings of the day?
Befikile bamvana Fabrice but hayi ngendlela mhlambe lobo ngakhatha ukuthi national team under 20.
Master, Sandile so very selayinini. Sandile sikuvusela namhla Ntsambamba. All right. Network master Kubek, yes.
Yeah, but ke Fabrice njoba ngisho ukuthi i-materials vele kuba nebulukhuni bakhona because ngeke ngize ngikhone kubhadala kugibela labanye basuka khashane but ubuta ngema proceedings nangendlela lebekudlalwa ngayo the format ukuthi kudlalwa kanjani khethwa ema teams lapha 11v11 kudlalwe banvana badlale kube 2 teams I think nalapha etithombe tethu kuyabonakala ukuthi kudlala 2 teams badlala I think
master asengikhathe kancane kunamlungiselo sengwenya sikusenamuhla Ntsambamba mlungisi. Hello, are you there? Hello Mlungisi ukhona?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm ukhona.
Yeah, besicela ukuthi ucishe iTV yakho eceleni kwakho ukuze ukuthi sikhone kuvana.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, ongangena endzabeni.
Wawusekhulisa nababese kubaka EFA manje lokusebenzele kancane lapho kuselelo ukuthi kube khona indlela yokuthi ama-team vele anga-introduce munye kulaba khona partner sokhona nathi achieve le record yabo Kelly Zimbabwe ma-under 8 nasatha national team.
All right. Sibonga kakhulu Mlungisi. Master, ngicabanga ukuthi utheka lendzaba boyivetile ukuthi at some point let it be a must ukuthi kule first 11 yakho at least noma bangaqale from the first 11 but on the bench have 1 or 2 players from the junior squad who then become the senior players at some point.
I think logo Fabrice bangakwenda njoba ngisho ukuthi Football Association ngwelongamele ibhola lapha event imithetho leminyenti imithetho vele ekudzinga ukuthi ichamuke kuye then Premier League affiliate yakhe Football Association if mhlambe lo mthetho angashaya ukuthi i-team sathi nje ukuthi nyalo kodlala ama semi-finals ngonyama cup siyati ukuthi noma kanjani kulo 4 teams lokusho ukuthi 2 4 6 8 8 of my players on the day atabe alapha enkundleni esiveka somhlolo ayiva le feel yekudlala ema semi-finals ayo ingonyama cup.
Master sinama vimbera enzingeni so vele uselayinini sikuvusele namhla Ntsambamba mkholo. Now we get a chance, maybe he'll come back. But Master, maybe before to sakubuka ngale topic in a problem lenguru because then you've done this. I think at some point coach nangmuva kahle uthi batahambela netinye tinzawo they live in terms of regional. Would there be a specific competition for them? Because like you said, there is Espaini Lodge, the under 19. Because no longer select in terms of the talent, but if the player is not competing day in, day out.
It's no longer Espaini Lodge, sorry.
Yes, but if the player is not competing week in and week out, I'll succeed in terms of selection. I'm selector, the competitions will come, but if they are not competition locally, then he's not developing.
I think Fabrice, nawukhuluma ngimvile nje coach yena Sikhalo Nxumalo ukuthi bathi batawuhamba bese kudlalwa nalama pick teams. I think lele ma pick teams ngilo lele ngidawufike mina ngingaliva kahle because njengoba ngisho ukuthi lama teams awadlale lama teams kube nalabo coach labatawubuka from the teams because I pick team kuthi ngeke ngaba khona ku pick team letinkundleni kusadlalwa ngetinkundla sikhethwe kuthiwa uyodlala against Bo Wanderers uyodlala against Bo Leopard kutawufika mina ngumngana Fabrice bangishiye mina noma bamshiye umva nami
so ubiri umkholo master so la yini mavimbela sikuvusela namhla ntsamba
kakhulu ba
yebo yes ngene endzabeni
babe cha siyayifa lendzaba leni ikhulumako lokuthi kakhulu nje nayilelethi laba labaphethe ibhola akube ngibo labalale kulabantu lemangweni ngoba labantwana vele ukhazala ukuthi bona bede le mali ukuthi bangasonzela kanti lemangweni vele baningi labantwana labana lelikhono mane emandla amabhisha siyayikhuthaza kakhulu le nkulumo yakho siyayiva nje kakhulu ukuthi futhi ingasithuthukisa silivela kangwane
Sibonga kakhulu Mkholo beautiful message master ngicabanga ukuthi I think at some point ngeke ngakubona somewhere Malawi or Angola but it's at academy level not national team academy sengimbekise la kangwane sinabo little kickers academy uve ukuthi kunempela sombo sabe sezakhele we want 20 kids next week start ikhumbi noma ibus sabe sekuphi engweni that's what he's talking about hambo yekubantu ayikuthi abantu bete ku
I think vele Fabrice now in fact lana nje Fabrice inawuta uletha abadlali naloyo umdlali bakhona abadlali lapha nawubuka kula labetile for ama trials
yes
but ke Fabrice I-combination ye team lapha kutawuhlangana abantu labangazange sebadlale ku same team.
Alright. Samkelo Matsapa sikuvusela namhla ntsambamba.
Ninjani Fabrice?
Siyaphila samkelo ngene endzabeni.
Lana mina lengubuka ko lana Mr Fabrice. Lokumcuka kunye lamanda 19 amanda 20. Uyabona letikolweni la kudlala khona amabhola akuqala nyalo ngo second term. They a talent incume ematalent lakhona lapho but lokukhona kuphumelela abadlali bo Bosco bo Bering labo Central labadusana ngalama teams khona so what I think ukuthi langaphuma labanyala kuqala amabhola kuyele because now beke batraza ikwabisile nyala bendlela unalefi akakhona ukuthi expose ukuthi trend lana yena ufuna ukudlala njengana la vena abamba ibhola abashatana kanti uyona ngiva ngathi nekungcono lokuthi siyele esikolweni yakhe and then there is this imali lale emakhaya badlala kunabadlali abahle labadlala konzala abala screen but abazange sebabe expose ukuthi bokhosi bababona if football association ingaba naba team njengando scout labadlali lengaphandle bese kuyibathengisela lama team la ngaphandle noma yona le football yakhe team yayo letawukhona ukuthi emathini amanye athola zabadlali lakiyo but for now isafuna ukuthi uzube expose uyodlala kuphi team kafike idlale kungwenyama cup yona kabe kakhona nyazi baphike on just only one player kumathi lang 10 lafike ngwenyama cup noma lafike kuphi Swaziland but ngase sayalemba sokuqala phansi khulume sibuke labadlali siqale phansi lo mdlali edelana vele sesimart ukuthi skill sakhe kushanje goal noma yini noma kwenda njani ngaba ngasinto ngasitha but for now sisafuneke ukuthi abadlali ukuthi because smart ukuthi this level futhi pressure banayo now about South Africa there is more separate league there is what balaza abadlali from far babuye batoba bisela bona usibona umdlali saphila yeah
Sibonga kakhulu Samkelo. No, it's a statement that has a lot of information must now move. It's talking about
uyabeka man.
Yeah, we take it at some point bovumelana naye. Yes.
And if Fabrice I think kula kuvetako. Uyathi Fabrice angibekise nje ngathi thina lesikhulele emakhaya. Ubito uyoshaya ama trials kalobamba. angeke uzukhona expressa kahle ngichamuka kahlathi ngichamuka le ngetulu kwaMbulungwane umfana wasemakhaya
so uhambe waboleka le mali ukuthi khona ukugibela
ukuthi ngikhona ngigibela ngifika le nangifika le kaLubamba ngifike ngikhanza bo Chisboy balamba bani bafake emakhokho ekudula ngifike ngibe intimidated kanzi ngesikhathi ngitidlalela mina lemakhaya kude ngeke uzungithinze untouchable then bokhoshi babonze na ngumdlali but na ungibonile lapha ngileka lubamba kulama trials that ayilona ngeke azadlale lo kanzi mina vele la ngijwayele khona kudlala nala ngikhona ukuthi expressa khona kule makhaya asengithathe ke sengijwayele uyabona ngadi ukuthi cha ungibonile wangethemba sengiyeda ke ngidodlala sengiphikiwe nawe bese sodlala inzima yekuba ngibabe kimi.
All right, beautiful stuff. It's a message, or rather it's a topic that will take the entire day. If we want to talk about issues with the development, but Master, we're here for the viewers. Let's take one more caller before we move on. Now, Scootis Matsapa, bonakala ngathi manje base Matsapa namuhla basithinzile. Scootis ngene endzabeni.
Patrice. Yevakala indzaba yeni madoda. Yathi labantu labadzala labenta lama trials abayibukeli le development lama under 19. Mina I'm one of them lo wabukelako lapha. This guy yakamasondo lapha idonsa madima. Ihulitiswa ngilabaphathi balameeting. That guy usemncane usadinga kufunda abamlekelele. So labantu abaconducta lama trials kuba bedingisho munye uyosupporta labantwana lapha emva. So besicela ukuthi na PLE labantwana bayakhuthateka kufuna abafaki kulama ground ukhanze sikuyodlala maybe one of lama big teams bayafuna kubukelwa labantwana. So lapha emvasi baningi lapha kufihlekile kahle leli talent ngeke libonakala. And lo mntwana uyambona ukuthi leli talent alikhona lapha kunetidzinzi lapha ngeke ukhona ukuphika umntwana ngeli talent utawuthi dribble umuntu ibhola ishaya idzinzi ibaleke libhali lichekile emanethi kude adzabukile. So how can you say that is a development? Thatha labantwana bafake emavuso nakuyodlala iteam lenkulu babukelwe ngilabadali babo lapha netihlobo tabo. Thatha labantwana bamixele bolanga kubonhlangano badlale kulama stadiums lawa latayelekile litobonakala leli talent. So lapha emvasi nalapha kuleli ground lapha la Jimmy Sanders khona kufihlekile labantu ababukelwa labantwana. So vele kutaba likhulu lokuphika lema under 20.
Scootis sibonga kakhulu Master. Uthi Scootis vele
kunebalandzeli labayadika ibhola. Labai understandako labane passion nebhola. I think Fabrice kulesi isikhathi siyasicaba ukuthi bathanzi bebhola ba mafans nje lo lwadi lukhona lijulile linengi kakhulu. I think uteka yona nje ukuthi le exposure if kutodlalwa emavuso ngiyabekisa kusemavuso ngalo 9 balethe lama under 19 atodlala noma maybe ngalo 11 atodlala kuqale wona babhule ematolo batojwayela ukuthi ngidlala emavuso angeke lo mdlali na umthatha umfaka kuma under 20 asawudlalela live uyodlala kaSomhlolo so we pressure yokudlala kaSomhlolo seyinkulu.
Now, the topic can take the entire night, but for today, let's just close it and move our focus to the M10 Premier League Day 19. Bekuchubeka imidla M10 Premier League kunempera sonfo and Master overall results. Ngiyathi ukuthi kunama games lang 2 or 3 sta ukhona kuyahlalela nje. Sichaze ukuthi kwendekana on the day, but over 13 goals were scored Master over the weekend. Is it a true reflection? Sike sakhuluma Master ukuthi sangena kunempera sonfo. Itafula liyashintsha. Use number 1 akasekho ku number 1.
Fabrice nawubuka lemphumela ya week 19 ilovo idlale ngekulingana neRangers. I think lawa maqembu lawa nawo lasengabi safe from the relegation, so vele omabili bekalidzinga leli point ukuthi bagcine ba survivile yona relegation. Singize not Spurs neMonen Pirates Monen Pirates le win yabo ya week 18 against yona Green Mamba iba boostile nakubalitholile nel point shots in 2 games sebakhonile ukuthi lokungenani bathole 4 points
Yeah, 4 points.
insingizini not Spurs ngicabanga ukuthi seyidraw yabo okay babuye kushaya iBuffalo before
2-1,
idraw yabo in 2 games nabo bathole 4 points nabo basese in touch ukuthi bacabanga ukuthi mhlambe ileague bangayiwina. Young Buffaloes neZulu United Young Buffaloes iyachubeka nekudlala kahle. I think bona sebakhombisa lokuthi bayifuna le league. eZulu United le result le ayibabeki kahle Fabrice ukuthi baba ngakhala pass kulesigaba lesisizini.
Master, between the two teams, Singleton Hotspurs against Moreni Pirates, yes, the game ended not, but you don't hurt just to show the viewer the highlight. You could see bekwendekani inhlangano nakathola nethula amacembu namabili. But Master, do you think slowly bayazama yini ukuthi at least pick up from those small chances? Because we once talked about Moreni Pirates, you could see they are not playing poor football, but they are lacking moments and chances.
I think Fabrice ngava nje kuleli viki leliphelile amafans akhala kakhulu ngacoach. I think kuba unfair lokho kuye coach agcina because the team iyadlala Fabrice the passing game and bona ngicabanga ukuthi ibad yabo lenkulu kakhulu ukuthi Nellis Wandile the striker ufike late kule season lo sazama ukuthi na adapt but emagoli uyawathola nsingizini on the day. I think badlalile ama chances bawatholile because some of the chances naleya penalty leya wayibona le bhola igeleta nalomkhono Fabrice. I think now ibuka umengala uyasho
ukuthi ngiki
penalty
but now umewenye ipinzawo
angithi Fabrice kuyashiyana ukuthi Rafera noma yes uthi position kanjani but I think njoba ngisho ukuthi both teams adlale kahle Moreni Pirates. I think the mistakes laba wentako lesinye isikhathi Fabrice I-pressure iyakwenda ukuthi ugcine ucommit.
So this was pressure to committee.
Yeah, pressure. I think naye Rafaela yena Temkos because le nawibuka vele dangerous play
contact
corner ibhola akayidlali kodwa nje ukuthi mhlambe ibhola uyidlalile ngakungcono kube mhlambe le bhola itanga la ibuyala ngala ngekhathi groundini bonakala ukuthi okay ibhola uyidlalile but bekuyi penalty.
Right, the penalty then was taken, Master. In a game like this kuke nethi inkulumo ukuthi Singizini kufana nokuthi kulamalanga nabadlala basekhaya, you know, in front of the fence you get a penalty. It should be clinical, Master.
Against Young Buffaloes na Baraba bamnika ipenalty wayishaya. Uyeta against yona Moreni Pirates
uyayivuma le procedure, Master, ukuthi goalkeeper ngathi une he's the one taking penalties.
There is nothing wrong naloko. Yes. Kennedy Mwene simbonile South Africa akwenda lokho asadlalela Free State wakwenda asadlalela yona Sundowns. Fernandez bekahla kwenda lokho asadlalela yona iChiefs. But I think penalty Fabrice the celebration penalty Fabrice dais but it's now ishaya kubonakala lothi uthi applyile kuyo. I think goalkeeper who pick the right spot lapha good le power like nayi la ishaya against yona Young Buffaloes ukuthi ibe hard ayishaya top corner. But I think there is nothing wrong ngekuthi goalkeeper ayishaya penalty. Mina ngisadla bengawathanda ama penalties ngiwashaya because bengitathi lo tsangisekumnanzi la nyaweni. So what if ngigeja so ngicabanga ukuthi bo goalkeeper ku le pressure bese bayinkulu kakhulu ukuthi why no there's nothing wrong.
Now another game that ended in a draw was Mazini Sipets against Mbabane Highlanders. Now the strong match of the day, because the later game was Mbabane Swallows against Mazini Wanderers, but this game also had a different story because we're talking about the teams that are within the mid-table, number 5 to number 6, 7, 8 Lapo Master. Now at least they need to get maximum points, but it was another draw for Mbabane Highlanders and another draw for Sipets. When they gandana, Master, are they preparing for Ngwenyama Cup final?
Yes, Fabrice now buka le starting 11 ngala kuMbabane Highlanders. Akekho Philani Mkhonto, akekho Pupu, akekho Khanyakezwe. I think Fabrice kunabadlali labe kule game le bebanema yellow cards labe bazama kuba protector bababekele igame letakwe engwenyama cup. I think lo phose kwaba ne negative effect kuyo le game because nawubuka lendlela imbabana Highlanders lecala ekudlala ngayo le game yes yena Menzi esithola I think Menzi esithole since abuyile ku Mbabana Highlanders uyakhombisa ukuthi is one of ama senior players uyithwele yona imbabana Highlanders if angekho Philani if angekho Pupu I think kancane kancane uyakhombisa but ngicaba ukuthi some of nyalo ku clear ukuthi coach uprioritize yona ingwenyama cup than league because vele sekududane embuilding nasemuva then second half game because yashintsha u0-0 second half ba introduce Joseph Kiponge yona imanzini sibet layicele ebenchini le game lengicaba ukuthi nawumbuka the young man is only 19 nomnyaka yena Joseph Kiponga and lendlela the structure lendlela lakhiwe ngayo ngicaba ukuthi if angakhuliseka kahle Fabrice angasinika nakule solo sishoda ngako silive because once umdlali
product lengaba kahle for under 20 yes
bekakhona ama under 20 nankumla kahle yena Joseph setup yema under 20 ukhona and luckily ke bam inviteile ku national team ukuthi ayede atoba yes kusihlangu I think le goal leli because kuthola ibhola ustriker kuleya area leya labanyenti bayibafuna ukuthi babuke ama options ekuphasa
but was there power maybe that too much power that leyenda ukuthi goalkeeper ngakhona kuyibamba master
I think yena Ntokozo wakashabangu second choice wayo imbabana Highlanders kuye Khanyakezwa I think leya maybe bekhona mhlambe lokungcono bekangakwenta kuko ukuthi mhlambe azama kuyiphuncha lebhola iphumele ngaphandle but now goalkeeper Fabrice as ungadlala ema games lamanengi ubese soba rust thola ukuthi ema mistakes lamancane lobo ngeke uze uwende nawudlala uwentile.
Now Magakura the equalizer, is it an issue of lack of concentration or what's the problem?
Fabrice imbabana Highlanders la bese attack kakhulu more especially kunalelihlangothi nalwelo lungalengenhla Fabrice bebageleta kakhulu in fact even na first half bebasebenzisa lihlangothi labo la ka left lo
but Frimpo yamenza most le bora but maybe it just was one of those moments because he had a chance. Look, he's alone and I think it was meant for him.
Yeah bekuyakhe Fabrice and ngiyathi kusi le goal leli Fabrice mhlambe labaningi balicredit Menzi na ulibuka vele ulibuka kanye ubona ngathi Menzi but uyithinzile Menzi wafika wayithinza even naye Makagula la kugcineni then but ke ngicabanga ukuthi le defense defending yayo imanzini sibet second half bese very shaky but ngithanzile ke Fabrice Sibusiso Dlamini lo defender naturally defender kule game lena beka holder la ngembili kwe defense lokusho ukuthi bekadlala 6 bekakhona ukuthi most of lama passes akhona kwa interceptor akhona kuyiblocker yona imbabana Highlanders kube introduction yaphilana naPupu la bese sefika khona benyusa leligiya.
Now the game of the weekend, the game that created the attention, the game that one would say maybe it's one of the biggest game in the land. So the Mbabane Giants, Mbabane Swallows against the Manzini side, Manzini Wanderers. They're in the race for the title, chase, and then I think it was good for them. Good for the 3 points. For Wanderers, they are fighting for relegation. But when they got master.
Bekulungiswa inethi Fabrice si ngathi emanethi ethu sathanza kuguga ngangabeka kanjalo but nje overall Fabrice itsitele game nayiqala Manzini Wanderers first 15 minutes bekungiyo be position beyizama ukuthi igcine le bhola beyigcina lalinyaweni bakhona kuphaselana kahle I think Manzini Wanderers if maybe bangati understand ukucala ukuthi banema players la good banema players la ngakhona ukuthi adlale ibhola but kuthi nasekufika lapho khona kumele base badzingeka khona kakhulu uthola ukuthi abasakhona I think angilama lapses in concentration lokhambelana nokuthi ke Fabrice bayajima yini uyabona utatkanza vele so utatkanza so tsatsisa bo assistant referee because I think lapha ngomishi ube frustrated ucaba ukuthi offside but na incident na Fabrice ya Kingsley
holding
I think la beka deserve a red card if maybe ngawucela lokuthi basibudina kuzele yona kancane.
In the interest of time, Master, let's go. Let's move on. This is now one of the biggest chances in the game. I think the Ukulumena chances created by Swallows on the day.
Yeah. Naile incident. Okay, actually incident lenkuluma Lea Kingsley because the first incident lapho khona abamba lo mdlali bekumele ukuthi kube straight red. Akayithola ke straight red. Then ubamba Rafela ukuthi angendi decision yakhe lencaba ukuthi bese kumele ukuthi kube second yellow athole red card but overall I think le game lena Fabrice imbabana Swallows igcina imshaya 3 wamagoli lecala lelishaywe I think naile incident lengikhuluma ngayo Fabrice uyalithola red card then nakathi ukukhuluma naye uyambamba kabili phinzi uyambamba I think lapho but nje Fabrice kulesinye isikhathi kuyasida ukuthi na use groundini ngeke ngithi mina game management as a referee udinga ukuthi uyimanage maybe ube lenient kancane ungayikhokhi the second yellow card ukuthi no asengivumelele game ukuthi flow.
Now the goal must we've talked about the issue defense man's in Wanderers Master. I think now buga nama goals laba considering in this game especially number 1 number 3 goals kukhulumisa issue marking Master. Do they have a problem with marking? Do they know what they're doing nakune situation nekanje?
Fabrice imbabane Swallows nayidlala idlala most of the time itayithatha le bhola ifake kuma wide ithi nayifaka wide I think good play yakhe nuna nayifaka wide bese seyiyifaka le bhola la khatse boxini most of the time utawukhanza ukuthi munye webantu I think the run yakhe Orion Samba I think ibe run lenhle because yena uthi angimele lebhola ngiyahlangabeta ngiyokwenda njani ngiyiflikela le ngenhla ngiyayiredirect lokuthi ngifake ku back post I think yena Orion liko lelihle leli from yona iplay yakhe nunu ngala ngentasi leyo nutmeg layitholile then the cross naye Samba the run the header I think it's a combination ya two beautiful plays.
Talking about Nuno from the assist now he's being assisted and what a finish.
What a finish.
This is what we want from him week in and week out. Consistency.
I think Fabrice naye Nuno one player lo ngathi understand ukuthi ugood kanganani lo ngathi apply kanzi if maybe but apply every week mhlawumbe because nawubuka indlela lati kanza kuma situations la mbeka emathubeni lamahle ngaye ukuthi athole igoli but again ke Fabrice uyabuka ukuthi the way Imbanzi Wanderers be defender ngayo I think nakhona uyethu bonke balenzela ngemuva I think there's about 2 players labakhona labe bangakhona ukuthi mhlambe bakhave labadlali aba offensive bayo imbabane Swallows I think but credit kuye Nuno udlalile le game lena I think they deserve nayo man of the match.
We talked about the first goal issues in the defense because there were not numbers but this time around there are even numbers in the box
futhi Nuno yabuya
but look
to faka cross I think Fabrice
look at Sunday with this cross.
If Fabrice ungeke uze uyende a proper analysis ye team leyo dlala nayo itakupanisha because onke lamagoli esikhuluma ngawo it's either qhamuka from cross aqhamuka ngecut aye wide ayothola that offensive player bese soyahamba ushaya goal I think ngokonke lo because now ibuka nje lana Sandile bekadlala left back wayithatha le bhola wayifaka ekhathe boxini the shortest player lapha ekhathe groundini siyabonga wakazwane nguye lotholele header lana because naye irun yakhe iqhamuka from deep ithi nayiqhamuka from deep
exactly
uthi nakayifaka sandelele cross wathi angiyendele run bese sengiyajumpa ngiyo outjumpa ema defenders lamatse kunaye. I think Dinvo letoli njoba ngisho ukuthi now practice noma now wenda i-analysis ye-team yakho lo dlala nayo i-team lo dlala nayo kudinga ukuthi ucaphele kakhulu how to mark iMbabane Swallows. It's easy, vala the flanks. Once wavala the flanks, it is because la ku-Midfield most of the time kuna Tiger na Nhlanhla most of the time, so qhamuka la ku-Midfield wababamba labo, then ukhonele kuyibamba iMbabane Swallows.
Now let's look how the table looks, because we still have a game in hand for Royal Leopard and Denver Sundowns, which I think on Thursday, in Nhlanhla Master on Thursday, we're here for Temidlalo, so we get a chance to talk about the game. But I like also the law, because now I've got the top 7 and the remaining 14 teams. But between number 1 and number 4, Master, yes, I know Leopards have got a game in hand on Thursday. If they win their game, they're back on top of the log. But Siyate Polen Master, game long or you bad.
Good game in hand, akusema point. Labatende favor ngiyo Young Buffaloes nayo
just to be on top of the log.
Ukuthi bayiwinele game. Yes, iMbabane Swallows iwinile nayo. Nayibuya iRoyal Leopard idlala game yayo i-catch up game yayo itawuhamba it's 36 lokusho ukuthi ngenteka ibiyele etulu nayidraw le game itathi 34 lokusho ukuthi sesitaba na 3 wama teams lana 34 bese sekuthi iYoung Buffaloes ina 35. I think kuya bottom sekenyukela Fabrice kenyukela kakhulu because nawubuka ukuthi 1 2 3 4 teams
number 11 to number 14
bana 14 points bonke bangehla Fabrice and solo ngiyakusho Fabrice ngithi 2 wema Giants akamanzini atakwehla this season 2 wow atakwehla.
We can't wait. Time is against us, Master. Thursday, you are back here for Temidlalo, and it will be a huge chance to talk about that game between Royal Leopard and Denver Sundowns. We arranged to make sure that at some point maybe we get something from down there at Mausa Sports Center, and we have the derby, Master, on Sunday, so there will be a beautiful build-up. Master, Kufareli Sanchakbonga to the viewers for being with us as always and listening to your analysis.
Kubonga mina Fabrice, ngibonga naye umbukelo Eswatini TV lo lehleli nathi nalaba ngakhona ekushaya Fabrice siyathi ukuthi bebafisile kushaya but nalabashayile sithi bachubeke bafake leyo contribution yabo kulolu hlelo lolu.
We're living. This is how we do the story. It's all about football, but Thursday we're back for other sporting calls, but it will be a chance also to touch a bit on what's happening with MTN Premier League and also in Ngwenyama Cup that is building up for Sunday. Until we meet again, me and this guy and the entire crew, Sitara Gamnas.
Good evening and welcome to the news at 10, brought to you by Eswatini TV. I'm Sanibonga on. I'm with Nomakabe Songambuli. We're coming to you live from the Hospital Hill Studios in Babade. The top stories this